Right, on the telephone line, we have David. Good morning, David.
Hi, good morning, Clive.
Now...
Happy Kindness Day to you.
Oh, thank you. Do you know, it's such a lovely thing to do, isn't it? World Kindness Day.
Yeah, it is. Lots of people all around the world doing lots of lovely things. So
Wow.
It should be a nice, positive day for everybody.
Now, I didn't actually know that this actually existed, World Kindness Day. So can you just tell me a bit about what World Kindness Day is today?
Absolutely. It started in 1997, believe it or not, the first concept. And it was really taken on board in the UK about 5 years ago as Kindness Day UK. But there are lots and lots of countries all around the world today, which are USA, for example, which are celebrating it in quite a big way. And it's a day where people, through solidarity, can perform kind acts at whatever level is applicable to them. So it can be very, very simple things like smiling, opening doors for people and being polite. More complex things like random acts of kindness, or leaving a pound in a telephone box, or buying a big issue, or even bigger things like doing something for charity, or sending a text to somebody who would benefit from it, cheering up somebody who's low, all sorts of things like that.
So it's a case that it's truly global World Kindness Day, isn't it?
Yes, and kindness is, of course, a totally global concept, and sometimes in a busy society we tend to put it on back burner to a degree, but it's something which is inherent in everybody and inherent in every religion in the world, and something which is a positive value which helps the world be positive and go forward positively.
My mum always said, bless her, that kindness costs nothing. But do you think it's a case that kindness is more hard to come by these days than in days gone past?
No, not at all. I think that kindness, and there are lots and lots of scientific studies nowadays, as we're able to look at things in neuroscience and nanotechnology, there are lots and lots of papers being written about how kindness is an inherent value that we as human beings have. So I guess that in times when we're under stress or we're very, very busy, then yes, it might go a bit further onto the back burner, but it's still very, very much there. And a day like Kindness Day today is a great opportunity to bring it to the forward of your mind and to go out and think of at least one positive, nice thing that you can do for somebody.
And of course, kindness is such a simple act, but the act of kindness, a hug or whatever as an act, goes a long way.
Yeah, again, I've got my scientific hat on, so I don't know why it's a conversation we're having, Clive. But the ripple effect from acts of kindness is dramatic. So that little hug you're talking about, when you walk into the room and the other people see it, the oblique feel it through the airwaves, cheers everybody up. They say that one act of kindness, a simple act of kindness, spreads 7 times.
Wow.
So, the ripple effect is amazing. It's like dropping a little, drop of ink into a pool, and you see, you see it spreading. And kindness is very, very, very contagious like that. Kindness, does have a big forward impetus when it's. We have a fantastic thing called. We have an app as well, which we every Monday morning we send out a beautiful poster to your phone with a kind quotation on it, and it's free. And that's also a nice way to start a week and to help spread the kindness, which is what we at Kindness UK love to do.
And of course, kindness is very therapeutic, isn't it?
Absolutely. There's been a lot of stuff in the press recently about the value of kindness in places like hospitals. In fact, it's been very topical this week. And yes, again, kindness does have the power to heal. It sounds very dramatic, but it has the power to heal.
Now, you say you've been going since 1997, and it's a case that, of course, as the years go by, does World Kindness Day get bigger and bigger as an event?
Absolutely, yeah. At Kindness UK, we try to increase the impetus every year, and from my own personal experience, I know that 7 years ago, when I looked up kindness on the web, I'd come up with a few pages. Now you'll come up with millions of entries. We're getting people writing into us right now, and we have done all of this week with lovely pledges for things they're going to do. Some are complex, some are very simple. Lots are on our website, listed kindnessuk.com, under pledges for today. And there are also some great ideas on our website for things that you can actually do to spread the kindness today.
And of course, kindness can be so simplistic in the sense of just knocking on your neighbour's door and saying hello.
Well, what a lovely thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, as the world progresses and we tend to live more and more in sort of seclusion and isolation and silos in flats, we often don't have community and neighbours as the first thing in our heads. But that little thing you've just said is an absolutely wondrous thing that can absolutely change a person's entire day and demeanour.
Yeah. Now, you said about events happening not only in the UK and globally. Now, we're based here in Teesside in Stockton. Now, are there any events going on in the Teesside area, do you know of?
There are no communal organised events that I do know of in Teesside. But around the world, there are all sorts of things going on, like organised hugs, for example. Yes, right, lovely. Lots of people tend to text today, so somebody who might benefit from a text, who might be isolated or ill, or a relation that you don't often get in touch with or something, a kind text today, I think would be quite meaningful and quite impactful. So people are celebrating on their own levels in many ways. Last year we gave out 10,000 chocolate bars at London stations to people. We haven't done this year, but so there's all sorts of things going on, and people are treating it in the way that they want to.
And of course, the fact is that with the profusion of social media, and the world being fast-paced and getting faster as days, months go by, it's just gratifying and really humbling just to step back and do an act of kindness. It's so simple.
Absolutely, Clive. I mean, and it lasts. Just that little thing that you do, might be cheering up the assistant in the supermarket or the corner shop or whatever. Just that little thing will make you feel good, as you just said, make the person feel good, and it will help with all the other people who come into the shop as well. And it is a lovely, they call it a helper's high, where you do a kind act. And I'm not saying you should do it for that reason, but it is one of the things that happens as a result of doing kind acts, that you get that lovely glow feeling inside you for a bit.
And of course, the act of kindness, as I mentioned before, costs absolutely nothing, does it?
Correct.
Yeah.
Absolutely zero.
Yeah.
It's the thing about kindness is it's universal, and it's how you want to interpret it and what you feel is a kind thing to do, and then to pick up the banner and do that thing. So it doesn't have to be, kindness doesn't have to be a man writing a cheque for £1 million for a library. It's nothing like that. It can be those lovely, simple little things that make everybody feel much better and everybody's day much better.
Now, have you actually pledged something for World Kindness Day today yourself?
I am deliberately going to go out and buy a little chocolate and put it on everybody's desk.
Oh, that's lovely.
On their computer terminals today. And I am on my top form in terms of trying to get a smile out of everybody I meet today.
And that's it. It's all about smiling. Of course, World Kindness Day today, it spreads the happiness.
Absolutely. And kindness is, without any doubt at all, a quality which will benefit tomorrow and the day after, and whatever happens on this planet we live in, all the terrible things that go on sometimes, it's something which is a very powerful, positive tool. And so it's actually getting a lot more popular, Clive, I'm pleased to say. And,
yeah.
I really appreciate talking to you and the fact that you also, obviously pick up on the kindness.
Well, that's it, because at the end of the day, it's such a simple act to do, and of course it lasts a long, long time.
Absolutely. Just going back to that little drop of ink in a big pool of water. It spreads and lasts a long time.
Right, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do for World Kindness Day today. I'm going to go out to Hardwick shops. I'm going to buy a load of chocolate bars and
Lovely.
give them to people. That's my remit for today.
Clive, you're a star.
Well, David, it's been absolutely fantastic. Thank you for taking time out to come on to Ignition Radio this morning and talk about World Kindness Day. And long may it continue and get bigger and bigger and bigger, and I'm sure it will.
Well, thank you for helping to publicise it in the way you have done today, Clive, and you have a great Kindness Day.
And you too. David, thank you ever so much for coming on to Ignition Radio.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All the best. Bye.
There we go. That's David from World Kindness Day. So why not just go out and be kind to somebody today? It doesn't cost a thing.